Hi, I'm Nicole Cameron, I'm 26 and I live in Falkirk in Caithness in the north of Scotland. I'm a speech and language therapist employed by the Highland Council. I work with adults with acquired communication and swallowing difficulties, and I've been a speech and language therapist for 4.5 years now. In my role, I work within acute and community hospitals in Caithness and North West Sutherland, as well as working in the community where I visit people in their homes or in clinics. Some of these clinics are carried out online using the Attend Anywhere platform, which is similar to Skype. I work with a range of people, including those who have had strokes or other brain injuries, have progressive conditions such as multiple sclerosis or motor neuron disease, or with people with voice disorders, and that's just to name a few. In my job, I assess people's communication skills and support them either through direct therapy, providing advice and strategies for them and those who support them, or by helping to introduce other means of communication known as AAC. People are sometimes surprised that speech and language therapists work with people with swallowing difficulties. It has surprised me that in my current role, a large proportion of my workload is focused on helping people who have difficulties with their swallowing. When working with an individual with swallowing difficulties, I assess their swallowing and then will maybe introduce specific exercises to help to strengthen the muscles used for swallowing, or suggest modifications to the consistency of their food or fluids, or to provide strategies, for example, changing their position to help an individual to swallow safer and easier. In order to be a speech and language therapist, I studied for 4 years to gain my BSc in speech and language therapy. Since starting my job, I've had lots of training opportunities to help me to develop further. A key piece of training that I underwent was my dysphagia training. This was training that allows me to now work with those with swallowing difficulties. My career goal is to further my knowledge and potentially specialise in acquired communication difficulties, in particularly aphasia. This is a language disorder that results from brain injury, commonly stroke. I would love to raise awareness of this so that the wider community understands this disorder and knows how to support people with aphasia. When I was younger, I always wanted to work with children, either as a teacher or a speech and language therapist. As my course progressed at university, I was drawn more to the adults. I love seeing the impact of our input on an individual's quality of life. This might be something as simple as helping them to be able to drink a cup of tea again, or helping them to communicate with their loved ones. During this COVID-19 outbreak, speech and language therapists are considered to be key workers. I take great pride in being able to help them with this. I'm proud to be able to provide advice and strategies that might help an individual to be able to stay at home and reduce the risk of them being admitted to hospital, or to be able to help them when they are in hospital, for example, by ensuring that they have a means of communicating with those around them. My advice for young people who may be considering speech and language therapy as their future career would be to go for it. Be open-minded, as there are so many sides to speech and language therapy that people are not aware of. It's such a rewarding job, and you can use and develop a wide range of skills, all whilst helping people in ways that you may never have considered before.